Alright, we're live. Happy Thirsty Thursday, everyone. We are back after our week hiatus. I didn't end up doing a live last week. It just didn't feel right with you know.
You missed me so much?
Yeah, I was like, I'm just so heartbroken over Paula not being
Or were you
here.
just mad because I was in 80-degree weather?
Yeah, dude, how was your trip? I didn't even ask.
It was incredible. Like 10 out of 10.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, we both got to go on cool trips recently because I went to Denver over the weekend.
Who goes to Denver for a weekend? That's super cool, though.
Yeah, I mean, it was really nice because, now that I'm working here 4 days a week, I just took Friday and then I switched my Monday and,
You do have a lot more flexibility. Yeah, that's super cool.
But yeah, so, hello to everyone that's tuning in, and today's going to be a little bit of a potluck of this and that, but I do first want to mention that we have 10% off all of our grain right now. And I don't feel like we ever specifically do grain sales very often.
I can't remember last time.
Yeah, we'll do 10% off everything. So, take advantage of that. If you're an all-grain brewer, go ahead and get some grain. It's a fabulous top of the morning, ladies. I love that. So Paula has a whole list of all the grain that we have.
I do. And I'm going to start with the fact that I am so not an expert on grain.
I mean, me neither, so we're not going to pretend.
Yeah, no. We would need Zach here for that. But what I do know is, the grain is super important to the whole brewing process, obviously. And it does give you your sugars, it gives you your color, it gives you your body, it gives the flavor, okay? But outside of that, I'm going to be able to say, if it's...
Well, there's a lot of specifics to it.
It's a science.
I'm gonna open this while we talk about grain. This is a beer that we brewed with one of our local homebrewers, Jim, and his wife, and it's a Chimay. It's Chimay Blue, and if you heard us talking on a previous episode, there's 4 different types of Chimay. It's a Belgian Trappist beer. And he said that it's supposed to be better with age.
Okay.
So I tried it, and it was good.
When did you try it? A couple weeks ago?
Yeah, 2-3 weeks ago.
Time is flying.
Yeah, I know. So I'm excited. It's 9.5%, so I figured we'd share.
I better sip.
I
have to go over to the store. I'm going to need a driver. Yeah. That's beautiful. Yeah. Absolutely beautiful.
It's cool that we can, it's cool that I can drink a beer that I helped make.
That is cool. And you made it with the Grainfather.
I did. We made it with the all-new Grainfather G40. Really easy system to use. It has such a sweet characteristic to the smell. But since we're talking about grain today, I figured I'd just run through the grain bill for this guy.
Do it. This is gorgeous. The smell.
Ooh, it's gotten roastier. It's for reals gotten way roastier than the last time I tried it.
I have never had a Chimay.
What do you think?
I really like it.
It's kind of weird. It's you don't really know how to put your finger on it. What would you say? Excuse me?
I do see where you're saying kind of roasty. But that's just because, the flavor is really different than other beers. But you know how I feel about Belgian beers.
Mm-hmm.
Love them.
Yeah,
Love
you've
them.
said this.
And I think that, what hops are in here?
So the hops, very minimal hops. So
yeah, which is, I'm enjoying all the flavors.
So it's a 90-minute boil, which is different. A lot of brews are 60-minute. The hops were Magnum, 0.65 ounces of that right at the start. And then with 60 minutes remaining, Hallertau Mittelfrau, 0.5 ounces of that. And then another 0.25 ounces with 15 minutes remaining. So, I don't know. I don't,
there's no hoppy flavor to me. It's just a depth of flavor. It's actually a little bit hearty, but still mild. So I don't know how, it's almost like saying it's a little bit white, a little bit black. I don't, a little bit up and a little down. Wow.
Yeah.
You need to make this so you can enjoy it. That's all I have to say.
I like it.
Yes.
The grain bill on it was 15 pounds Pilsner, a pound of Belgian Cara Munich, 0.5 pounds of Belgian aromatic, and 0.35 pounds of Belgian chocolate. And like I said, it came out to be 9.5 ABV. Now, Jim has made this before, and he said that previously, if you brew, you know this, there's always different things that, like slight changes that can make differences or whatever. And he said that for whatever reason, he followed the same exact recipe as the last time, but he thinks that the one last time came out a little bit better.
I think this one's great.
Yeah. And we did also...
We do have some comments.
Oh, do we have comments?
Yeah, I can't read.
I find chocolate malt often adds a toasty flavor. Yeah.
So that's yeah, that would make sense.
But no, he was saying that also the water profile. So he mimicked the water profile that they use in Belgium.
Okay.
In Belgium, so like he went and found all the information about the Belgian water profiles and like added. There's gypsum, chlorine, couple other ones. There's like 4 different ones. But if you're interested in learning more about how the Chimay was brewed, we have the full brew day video up on our YouTube channel. So yeah, it was a fun day.
Yeah, and this is amazing, and you should take some pride in this. You were part of it.
Thank you. I
awesome. Yes. So as far as the grains go, we do have an entire grain wall. In the store, and you can probably see that on one of our previous lives as well.
I don't think you should read through every single type. That'd be too
but I can
much.
tell you that we do carry lots of Briess. We have an Avant-Garde, some Simpsons, Crisp, Dingemans, Swan, Proximity. We do carry some Great Western, Muntins. We have Flaked. We have Wireman, and a lot of Wireman. Even things like Carafa 1, 2, and 3. Cara Munich 1, 2, and 3, Beechwood smoked, oak smoked, floor malted, and then all of your normal caramel 10, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 120. And remember, if your recipe says caramel or crystal, they're the same. Usually caramel means that it's domestic, crystal would mean it's international, but it's the same kind of grain.
Huh, that's interesting.
So they're easily substituted.
Cool.
Yep, and then you're going to see we have a lot of different Lovabonds, so you're going to see we have, and that's what that 10, 20, 30, 40, whatever is. So lots and lots to choose from. We have a couple of different wheats. We have 4 or 5 different flakes.
The flaked maize was real popular yesterday when I sent out the email to people. People were really liking flaked maize, so
yeah, we sell more flaked maize than any other flake. And then as far as, obviously we sell more 2-row when it comes to just grain, but between 2-row and rye.
2-row seems to be like everything.
2-row is your basic. It's your base. It's what you start with. So so all of those will be 10% off, and
10% off using code GRAIN now through Sunday.
Cool.
And now we will move on to what Paul is excited for.
I am excited.
Not that you weren't excited for the first part, but
no, but I love Sauvignon Blanc.
All right, so we got
a 900 pound.
This chair turns as I try
Blanc.
to do it. Okay, so we have this guy, the bad boy of the wine world. It is the Macabeo, Macabeo Sauvignon Blanc. It was released in this month.
Yes.
The
I think
first part of this
we
month.
just got it like the day that I left for Mexico.
Nice. Well, no, this is Spain. I was thinking that this came from Mexico, but it comes from Spain. So it comes from Manchulas, Spain. And it said that the grapes there, so they're grown in vineyards that are 600 to 1,000 feet elevation, and that elevation mixed with the sea and the breezes off the sea help to keep the really hot temperatures more moderate, which allows the grapes to mature slowly over time.
And I personally think I should go there and have to mature with them.
Yeah.
With the sea breeze and the elevation.
I love that we just did a role reversal there where, like, I was telling you an important, serious fact,
And
you're
I'm
like, I'm not having it.
Yeah. I'm still on vacation mode.
Yeah.
Can you tell?
Dude, that's fair. I mean, I am too. I feel like this whole week has just been a mode of trying to be like,
you can't make me mad. I'm good.
This whole week has been just a week of like, let's get to Thirsty Thursday.
And here we are. Here we are. No, okay. Back to the sea breezes in the varietal.
So the sea breezes. Anyways, no, for real. So the sea breezes make the temperature moderate enough so that it allows the grapes to mature slowly over time, and then that makes the grapes have more acidity, like that contributes to the wine. So, and they also
Sauvignon Blanc does. I mean, it's not one that you're gonna be like, oh, this is super balanced. You're gonna have acid to it.
Yeah.
Which is part of the.
I'm just laughing.
I know. It's why I love it though. I love Sauvignon Blanc.
I love Sauvignon Blanc. I love it. I think it's great. I think it's one of the better white wines in my opinion. The nice part about these wine expert kits, and this kit is $138. Can't change the price on that or give you any sort of discount, unfortunately.
But really, when you're gonna get 30 bottles of this quality, we don't need to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying.
But also, we're not allowed.
I mean, I'm not saying that it's not worth it. I'm just saying. I try to give the people good deals out there.
I know. You'd give it all away if you could.
And
And you can have a wine kit.
Yeah. We wouldn't have a store.
Oh.
So it's medium bodied, it's not oaked, and it's around 13% ABV. It's saying that the aroma is going to be citrus and tropical fruit with soft white blossom, and then the flavor is going to be green apple, pear, grapefruit, and tropical fruit with light notes of honeysuckle and grass. And I don't know why, but I just love when it includes honeysuckle. Just makes me think of being a kid.
How about
eating
grass?
honeysuckles. Oh yeah, grass.
Gotta have some grass.
Love it. Love it.
That makes me laugh. Like somebody's drinking this and they're like, you know what? This tastes like grass. Have you ever eaten grass? I don't eat grass.
Well, as a kid, you never.
Did you eat grass?
I mean, I don't think I
I
ate
used to
it.
like pretend like I was like.
Did you ever learn
like
how
the
to
long-
whistle?
No.
So here's a funny story. I don't tell this often, but I was outside and there's the big, thick blades of grass.
Did you have to have that to whistle?
And, well, the thicker they are, the easier it
Okay,
is to whistle. Yeah. And I was like pretty good at it. So I was like whistling on these blades, and it gets pretty loud, honestly. It's like impressive how loud it can get. And I'm just like sitting outside of the classroom, like whistling on this blade. Yeah, at school. And then like, of course, you know, you have to get your friends to join in on the fun. And so the friends are all, and it's like, so eventually it's like just 10 to 12 of us all sitting out there, like, and the teacher, and we're on our lunch, it's whatever. One of the teachers comes out and is like, can you guys knock it off? Like, I'm trying to teach in here. And I felt so bad because growing up in high school, I was like that goody two-shoes kid that
This
like.
was high school?
Oh, no, this is like middle school.
Okay.
Middle school. But like growing up in school in general, I was like that kid that like tried to do everything perfect and like wanted to. And so I was like, for like 2 weeks, I was like sick. I was like, oh my
You
god.
were so mortified, were you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have been like,
It's okay, I came out of it.
oopsie.
Came out of it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, well, I want
Anyway,
to talk
so
about
grass.
what we're going to pair with this. We're not pairing grass, no. But this Sauvignon Blanc, it comes with, like we said, they come with a recipe, and it's so funny because first of all,
she freaked out. It was funny.
I did because I've been buried this morning, and I didn't do my homework like I normally do, so I had to rely on Courtney, who was like, "Here's the recipe." And I started laughing because
You're too kind because I actually thought the recipe was printed in this book, and then I opened the book, there was no recipe, and I quick printed out the recipe.
she saved the day.
I just want to call myself out. Okay, anyways,
I wasn't
continue.
throwing you under the bus.
I know you were.
I have the recipe.
I know you
We're
were.
all here together.
That was like a backwards apology. Sorry for stressing you out more.
You're forgiven. So,
anyways,
this something like 90% similar to this or close to this is on my menu for tonight's meal at home.
yeah, that's crazy actually.
Is that the most? That's yeah.
Yeah. Well, especially when it's so like, it's not just like, oh no way, there's spaghetti and I'm also having spaghetti. It's like it's baked feta with tomatoes, capers, and olives. It's like the recipe's very similar. But you were saying you want to change.
Well, and
some
I
things.
don't think my recipe is going to be as good because I was going to do my recipe with cavatappi noodles. Like they're like big and they're like spirally, but they're so good.
Are they like the big? No, that's manicotti, right? The
Well,
big-
they're thin. They're like as thin as maybe my pinky is around,
Okay.
but they're spirally.
Okay.
and
I think I know what you're
They're
saying.
hearty, but that's what I wanted to use. So it's a block of feta. And for those of you who are as addicted to TikTok as I am, this is very similar
Dude,
to the TikTok recipe that's been going around.
Dude, I feel like feta is just like, you could do so many things with it that are good.
Well, I will tell you though, like and Tom had to do the grocery shopping this week because
Oh boy.
I had refused to come home from Mexico. Flat out refused. I was like, no, I'm gonna find a job here in Mexico and I'm not coming home.
Oh my
And
God.
so there was even a point in time where Mike, the owner of the company, was like texting me because there was something was going on, and I was working, of course, from vacation, and he said, are you coming home? And I said, no. He said, okay, I'll get your office packed up. And I was like, you do what you want to do. I'm not coming back to
I don't
get
need
it.
my stuff. I don't need
it
anything.
here.
I'm gonna pour some more of this, to be honest. It was good.
So yeah, so I was doing that, but so when we got home on Saturday, he went to the grocery store on Sunday. Thank you, Tom. And
Shout out to Tom.
I didn't go because I was being poopy because I didn't want to be back in Ohio. But
I had the same exact
were
experience.
you like that? I was like a 2-year-old that someone took their Whoopi
literally
away.
cried.
I didn't cry, but I
cried.
was not delightful.
I cried. We got back to the snow. I had no appetite. I cried. I was like, this sucks. Anyways.
Yeah, I questioned my ancestors.
Digressing.
But anyway, I digress. So he came back with crumbled feta. He was like, they didn't have a block, and I'm like, not gonna work. So in our
there's it,
refrigerator,
really?
yeah. So in our
Oh.
refrigerator, we have
Oh,
so much feta right now because he went back out and got it because he's a rock star. So you take these grape tomatoes.
He's like, hi, honey. It's nice to see you.
Yeah, he's like,
You're like, get me my
you're
cheese.
a witch.
Get me my cheese.
Wrong cheese. So, but this one has olive oil and then the cherries and then Kalamata olives. You
And
put all of
if we
this
didn't
in
make
here.
this clear, this is what pairs with the Sauvignon Blanc wine.
Yes.
This is their recipe. Anyone can find it online.
And you should.
Yeah.
And this one has garlic and capers. Okay. And
I
then,
love capers.
Oh my gosh. So they say you can put it over a baguette. You can put it over pasta. I think also you could put it over chicken.
For sure.
Okay. So you do all this together, and I think you should show them how beautiful this is. But
It looks really
we
good.
are making this tonight. We are making
Heck
this tonight.
yeah.
But now I'm going to add the olives, and I'm going to play around with it a little bit. So,
Dude, it looks good.
and ironically, we do have a Sauvignon Blanc. It's not this though. It's a different Sauv Blanc in my fridge. But I think it'll pair well. It'll pair quite well.
Just make this a main course by adding the cheese to, pasta or bread or whatever. Yeah.
So it looks like you could use it as a bruschetta. And who doesn't love bruschetta? Come on now. So pairing this, I'm thinking dinner party. Seriously. Like if we made this and
It
you had
honestly
friends
looks
over.
so good. I'm so mad that I don't have it right now.
Wait, I will snap you tonight.
Oh gosh, that's
I
gonna
will.
make
I
it
will
worse.
Snapchat you tonight because you
Do
know
it.
I'm like always into stuff, and this is exactly. I have 2 pints of cherry tomatoes on my counter right now, waiting
Ooh.
for this. And that you brought this out right now just
Heck yeah.
cracked me up.
Dude, tomatoes are like one of those foods for me at least. They're like, I'm either really into them or I'm really not. Like I like tomatoes, but those
Only good tomatoes.
those
though.
cherry tomatoes though, it's like some days I'll be like, yeah, cherry tomatoes, they're the best thing ever. I'll be like just snacking them or eating them with hummus. And like other days I'm like, cherry tomatoes, like why would anyone eat those? It's weird. But now they look really good. It's a good day for tomatoes, folks.
It is a good day. Oh, Tom said something.
Tom said,
What do you say?
Tom said, I suppose. Tom said, I suppose I have to go back to the grocery store.
And you got. Oh, we're gonna need olives, babe. Because we just made
Get your girl
we
some
made
olives.
big salads on Monday night with our sloppy joes.
This
and
is no longer a
No, this is the
homebrewing
Homer.
channel.
But
This is
I threw the
Paula
olives in our
Cooks.
salad. So yeah, Paula cooks.
You should make.
So-
I think I'm genuine about this idea, Paula. I think you should make a TikTok dedicated to cooking. You would do so well.
Actually, it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I have so much.
I would.
and
I'll be your first follower.
you would never know what I'm gonna make because I don't know what I'm gonna make until we're eating it.
That's fair.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what I'm eating as I'm eating it. Like, this'll do.
Oh yeah, no. I'm like, So I love that they pair this. I love the Ellie, and honestly, if you are a winemaker and you've never made an Ellie kit, you're missing out.
Yeah. And they come out with them every year.
But it's only what is it 4 or 6?
Mm,
We have.
how many? let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Five.
Ooh.
None of the above.
I wanted to say 5, but I was like,
No.
I don't know. We still have, too, our Pinot Noir Shiraz. We still have that, too. That's from Australia. And that was paired with the pork tenderloin and the forest mushroom sauce that
I thought was really
also
good, but I
very
would
excited
substitute
about.
the pork for chicken.
I'm not a big pork person.
Neither, but the chicken would be amazing. Amazing. So this one is this is an 8-week kit?
It is, does it say on the box?
Yep, so it's about
Yeah,
an 8-week
6 to
kit.
8.
Yeah. And you've got 14 liters of juice in there. So you're again at almost an all juice. You're gonna have enough water in there to deal with your bentonite, and you're gonna have enough water to top it off. But your juice to water ratio is going to be incredibly different than any other kind of kit that you're used to.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah. What's a sneak peek for our next LE kit coming out?
sneak peek for our next LE kit coming out February 2022, which is,
That's happening soon.
it's rolling on up. One of my favorite days of the year. I'm one of those people. I love my birthday. I just love it.
I
And
just had mine.
Yeah.
I flew home on my birthday, under duress, by the way.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we flew home on my birthday, which was not my birthday present.
Was it your birthday in this place that you were flying home from?
So,
Or
yeah,
was it-
actually-
how's that work?
So it was my birthday, and we went to breakfast. It was 7:30 in the morning.
We will tell you the sneak peek.
Well,
But
for sure. 7:30 in the morning, we go to breakfast because I've already picked up our luggage, and apparently I have to move out of this resort, which I didn't want to. And we go there, and I'm eating, and I'm like, even though it's fresh fruit, even though they're fresh smoothies, nothing was as fresh because I had to leave. Next thing you know, all the waiters come over, and Tom's like, I did not tell them. I did not. Because I was like, here they come over with a cake,
oh.
and they have a
How would they
candle
know?
on it. Maybe my passport.
Oh, maybe.
Candle on it, and they sing me happy birthday in English, and then they give Tom and I tequila shots at 7:30 a.m. And yes, I took it.
I love it. I love
Tequila
it.
shots
Aw.
before we left the resort. Speaking of tequila, though, we went to a restaurant there, and they had tequila ale. Now, you guys are brewers, so if you've ever made anything like this, you see bourbon barrel ale or whiskey or scotch. This was tequila. It was a tequila ale. It was in a nice bottle. It was beautifully capped, and it was like in these resorts, sometimes I do like a upgrade for some of the booze, and it was an upgrade. But I was like, that is super cool. And of course, Tom was reading it because he loves beer, and he was telling me all about it, so I was all about it. But yeah, that was one of the things that they had there. So why couldn't you do tequila ale?
I don't know.
Well, you
You
could.
can do whatever you want because you're grown-ups.
Yeah, and I saw it, so it happened. So if
do
you
shots at 7 in the morning.
and I did.
I don't think I've ever done a shot in the morning. That sounds like a lot for the rest of the day.
I was okay with it. I followed it up with a mimosa.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
The kit that's coming up for February 2022, which is my birthday month, is a Marcelin. It's from France.
Ah, and it's a red, and I'm not familiar with that.
Ooh.
So I'm
That's
gonna have
fun.
to do some homework. I'm definitely gonna have to do some homework on that.
Homework as in finding some and drinking some?
Oh, I think that's a good idea.
I think the best way to approach it is a hands-on approach, you know?
I like how you think.
Yeah, we get along.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. So absolutely, we'll check that out. But and I don't drink as much French. I mean, my rosés are French.
Yeah, you like your South American.
I
and
do.
Your,
My Spanish.
Yeah, Spanish. Your
Yeah.
big bold reds.
Yeah.
I'll drink whatever.
But usually my Sauv Blanc is from New Zealand, and this new one is from Spain,
Yeah,
which I love the big switcheroo. The big switcheroo.
I think we need to leave.
Yeah.
If you are still here, we appreciate you being here. You can get 10% off all grain now through Sunday with the code GRAIN. Makes it nice and simple. And like Paula said, if you missed it before, we have a whole list of them. available. So yeah, get your all grain brewing on, and with that, happy Thirsty Thursday. We will be back next week. Yeah, apologies for last week.
She missed me.
I was heartbroken. Couldn't do it.
It's hard.